G'day everyone, Jeff Corwin here, and today, I'm bringing you along on an adventure that takes us to one of the most breathtaking and challenging environments on Earth. We're heading high into the heart of the Himalayas, where the air is crisp, the peaks are snow-capped, and survival is a daily test. Here, we'll meet a true survivor, an animal that's become a symbol of endurance and strength, the mighty yak. Picture a creature that's part cow, part bison, and all about resilience. Yaks thrive where few others dare to roam, braving icy winds, thin air, and rugged terrain. Their thick, woolly coats and powerful lungs are just the beginning of their incredible adaptations. These animals are the undisputed kings and queens of high-altitude life, perfectly evolved to survive in some of the harshest conditions on the planet. Whether scaling steep slopes or foraging in snow, yaks are built for the extremes. But the yak story isn't just about survival, it's about partnership. For thousands of years, yaks and the people of the Himalayas have shared a unique bond. These animals are more than just beasts of burden. They're companions, providers, and even cultural icons. We'll dive into what makes yaks so special, from their wild roots to their domesticated lives in mountain villages. We'll discover how they help local communities survive, providing everything from transport to warmth, and even nourishing food. Their shaggy coats aren't just for show, they're a lifeline against the cold, and their role in local culture runs deep, woven into traditions, festivals, and daily life. Yaks truly are the heartbeat of the highlands. We'll also explore the differences between wild yaks and their domesticated cousins, and why protecting both is vital for the future of these mountains and the people who call them home. So, are you ready to journey into the world of this high-altitude marvel? Grab your gear, take a deep breath, and let's get started on this unforgettable adventure. Let's get up close with these mountain giants, whose presence dominates the high-altitude landscapes of Central Asia. With their thick fur and powerful build, yaks are perfectly suited for some of the harshest environments on Earth. Yaks are built like furry tanks. Males can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms, with females a bit smaller but just as tough. Their sheer size and strength allow them to navigate steep slopes and deep snow, making them the undisputed giants of the mountains. Despite their bulk, yaks are surprisingly agile, able to move with ease across rocky terrain and through icy winds. Their double-layered coat is a survival suit. A long, coarse outer layer shields from wind and snow, while a dense undercoat traps warmth. This unique fur keeps them comfortable even when temperatures plunge far below freezing. The outer hair is so thick and water-resistant that it acts like a natural raincoat, while the soft underfur is prized by local people for making warm clothing. Snow often sits on their backs without melting, proof of their insulation. This remarkable adaptation means that even in the coldest blizzards, yaks lose very little body heat. Their ability to withstand such extreme cold is legendary among the people who share their mountain home. Both sexes have impressive horns, with bulls reaching up to a meter, used for defense and digging through snow and ice. These horns are not just for show, they're essential tools for survival, helping yaks uncover hidden grasses beneath the snow and defend themselves from predators or rivals. Their lungs are huge, and their blood is packed with small red cells, letting them thrive in thin air. This means yaks can absorb more oxygen with every breath, a crucial advantage at altitudes where most animals would struggle to survive. Their powerful hearts and efficient respiratory systems are the result of thousands of years of evolution in the world's highest mountains. Broad, sharp-edged hooves give them grip on rocky slopes, and their tough mouths handle the harshest plants. Yaks can eat coarse grasses and shrubs that other animals avoid, making the most of the sparse vegetation found at high altitudes. Their hooves act like natural crampons, gripping onto rocks and ice as they climb. Every feature is a product of evolution for life above the clouds. From their thick fur to their specialized lungs and sturdy hooves, yaks are living proof of nature's ingenuity. They are perfectly adapted to survive and thrive where few other large mammals can. The yak is a masterpiece of adaptation, a symbol of resilience and strength in the face of adversity. Their presence is woven into the culture and survival of the people who live alongside them. Let's see where these incredible animals call home and discover the breathtaking landscapes that have shaped the yak's remarkable story. The yak's kingdom is the vast Tibetan Plateau, stretching across Tibet, India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Mongolia. This roof of the world is a land of extremes, towering mountains, open grasslands, and freezing deserts, rarely below 3,000 meters. Yaks prefer alpine tundra and high-altitude grasslands, moving up and down slopes with the seasons to find food. Winters are brutal, summers short and cool, and only the toughest survive here. Their thick coats and efficient bodies mean they can't live in warmer, lower places. They'd overheat. Yaks share this ecosystem with snow leopards, blue bears, and wild sheep, all adapted to thin air. As grazers, yaks shape the landscape and support the food web. They are true icons of the high mountains. How do yaks survive where humans struggle to breathe? Their blood is packed with small, oxygen-grabbing red cells, and their lungs are supersized for thin air. This lets them power up steep slopes and endure the cold. A thick coat and a layer of fat insulate them, while few sweat glands prevent dangerous heat loss. Instead of sweating, they regulate temperature by breathing and moving slowly to conserve energy. In blizzards, yaks huddle together, calves in the center, turning their backs to the wind. Their slow metabolism helps them survive long, harsh winters with little food. Every behavior and adaptation is about saving energy and staying warm. Yaks are the ultimate high-altitude athletes. Let's see what fuels these mountain survivors. What's on the yaks' menu? On the roof of the world, yaks can't be picky eaters. They graze on tough grasses, sedges, and rushes, plants that survive the harshest climates. In summer they enjoy a wider menu: herbs, alpine flowers, mosses, and lichens. Winter is tough. Yaks use their horns to dig through snow for frozen grasses, guided by a keen sense of smell. As ruminants, they have four-chambered stomachs, letting them digest fibrous plants most animals can't. They swallow food quickly, then chew cud later to extract every bit of nutrition. This efficient digestion is vital for survival in such a sparse environment. Yaks spend hours grazing to build up fat for winter. Their menu is simple, but it's a masterclass in survival. There are two types of yak: wild and domesticated. Wild yaks are massive, shy, and roam the most remote parts of the plateau, with long dark hair and huge horns. Spotting one in the wild is rare and unforgettable. Domesticated yaks bred for thousands of years are smaller, gentler, and come in many colors. Wild yaks form large herds, with bulls often solitary except during mating season. Their survival depends on herd instincts and constant movement for fresh pastures. Domesticated yaks live in herds managed by nomads, moving to seasonal grazing grounds. They're used to people, handled, milked, and loaded with packs. This partnership is vital for mountain communities. The story of the yak is one of wildness and cooperation. While domesticated yaks are common, wild yaks are in trouble, listed as vulnerable and at risk of extinction. Once, vast herds roamed the plateau, but now their numbers have plummeted due to habitat loss and poaching. Conservation focuses on creating protected areas like Changtang Reserve, enforcing anti-poaching laws, and involving local communities. Preventing interbreeding with domestic yaks is crucial to preserve wild genes. Buffer zones help keep wild and domestic herds apart. The good news? In some reserves, wild yak numbers are stabilizing. This progress is thanks to governments, conservationists, and local people working together, but the future is still uncertain. Continued vigilance and support are needed. Protecting wild yaks means protecting the entire plateau ecosystem. Their survival is a symbol of hope for mountain wildlife. Let's see how yaks and people are connected. For the resilient mountain communities of the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau, the yak is far more than just an animal. It is a lifeline, woven into every aspect of daily existence. Yaks provide milk, butter, cheese, transport, fuel, and even materials for shelter, making them indispensable to survival in these harsh, high-altitude environments. Generations have relied on yaks, and their presence is felt in every corner of village life. Yak milk is rich and creamy, packed with nutrients and energy, perfect for making butter, tea, and cheese, which are staples in the local diet. These dairy products not only nourish families but also serve as important trade goods, connecting remote villages through ancient barter networks. Their incredible strength and sure-footedness make yaks the lories of the Himalayas. They carry heavy loads across treacherous mountain passes, transporting goods, firewood, and supplies where no vehicle can reach. Without yaks, trade and communication between isolated settlements would be nearly impossible. In treeless regions where wood is scarce, dried yak dung becomes the main fuel for cooking and heating. It is carefully collected, dried, and stored, providing warmth and hot meals during the long freezing winters. Yak hair is incredibly versatile. It is woven into strong ropes, durable tents, and thick blankets that shield families from biting winds. The soft undercoat, known as yak down, is spun by hand into warm clothing, prized for its softness and insulation. Even after death, nothing is wasted. Yak meat is a vital source of protein, hides are crafted into boots and bags, and bones are fashioned into tools and ornaments. Every part of the animal is valued and used with respect. This deep partnership between people and yaks has shaped cultures, traditions, and local economies for centuries. Yaks are celebrated in festivals, honored in rituals, and cherished as symbols of endurance and prosperity. Without yaks, life at high altitude would be nearly impossible. Their adaptability allows people to thrive in some of the world's most challenging landscapes, where few other animals can survive. The bond between people and yaks is a model of sustainable living, built on mutual respect and careful stewardship of the land. This relationship is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of mountain cultures. Supporting these communities means preserving both ancient traditions and the future of the yak itself. As modern pressures mount, protecting this way of life is more important than ever. The yak truly provides for every aspect of mountain life, from food and warmth to transport and culture. Its contributions are woven into the very fabric of these highland societies. Let's celebrate this remarkable survivor, a symbol of endurance, adaptability, and the enduring partnership between people and the wild mountains they call home. The yak is no ordinary animal. It's a symbol of strength, resilience, and adaptation. Every part of the yak is built for survival in the world's harshest environment. The partnership between yaks and people is a unique story of mutual support, but modern threats, habitat loss, climate change, and economic pressures put this way of life at risk. Protecting wild yaks and supporting mountain communities is vital for the future. The yak is more than a creature. It's a cultural keystone and a living link to ancient traditions. By saving the yak, we protect a whole ecosystem and a way of life. The yak is a true high-altitude survivor, and it's up to us to secure its future.